A reader lives 1,000 lives before they dies. The man who never reads lives only once. That is a quote from George R. Martin from his book A Dance with Dragons. Be honest to me. How many times have you read a book this week? Once? Twice? Or even none? Hello everyone. My name is Alex and I'm here to talk to you about the importance of reading. Since the beginning of our life, we all we have always been taught to read. Reading is a portal to two worlds: the world where your fantasy lives and the world where we live in. We can sharpen our soul by reading fiction like novels, short stories, or drama texts, and it can sharpen our mind with non-fiction stuffs like a journal, biography, encyclopedia, or even your old school book that still lingers with nostalgia. Reading will also increase your focus. Like serving, reading makes you flow into a wave of words without falling from the piece. Reading is an important thing for me because since I was a child, I had a thirst for knowledge and exploration. Reading is a way for me to discover a new world without an expensive price. Even though I honestly rarely read nonfiction, because I'm leaning more to magic and imagination. I love detective novels. I started reading in seventh grade. I bought my first detective novel, Labor of Hercules by Agatha Christie. Funny enough, it's actually the last Hercule Poirot cases. It's 12 cases before he retired, but it's still fun to read. Since then, the book is my friend through the pandemic. I'm addicted to reading, uh, but my addiction made it hard to make friends because I'm too attached to my book. Don't make my experience become your experience too. Anyway, because I love reading, I go to my school's library very often. In fact, in middle school, I became the student who went to the library the most. I also want to join the reading club in my high school. I'm looking forward to it. Well, when I was reading, I realized something. Uh, when I was reading, my imagination suddenly became open. It feels like I was transcending, and I started to write some superhero stories. It was never published. Well, because it was kind of bad, and I'm still a beginner. But at least I was trying. At some hiatus, but I'm trying to continue now. The point is, uh, I realized that if you read oftenly, it will be like opening a gate of inspiration to your brain that drives you into a better person. Also, the impact of reading book will be stronger if you write, even for yourself, because the energy and the flow isn't stuck in one place, but it was realized in the form of writing. Now, I believe that everyone must read at least a book per month. It doesn't matter whatever it is, a journal, a novel, or even comic books. But you also must reflect on it. Think about what the author wants to convey. What do you find it interesting? It will trigger your brain to think critically. Who knows, you might be addicted to reading eventually. I noticed that we are currently having a decline in intellectualism. I believe this is because teenagers don't have the capability of processing information due to overconsumption of internet content. I believe by reading they will have an increase in the way they process information. They will be less reactive and will patiently analyze like birds on branch, waiting for fish in the pond. So the main point of this is that reading should be a routine of every human being. Doesn't really matter if it's once a week or even once a month. Read, my friend. Read. I myself will promise to be a better reader by sharing what I got with my family, my friend, my community, so that we can combine our knowledge and be smart together. Remember, it will inspire you, expand your knowledge, and make you think more critically. I'm Alex. Thank you for watching. See ya.